You can't just start the session by saying, speaking of brain extraction.
I know,
Canon,
yes.
he did.
Laughs in mind flayer.
Ah!
So,
Cracks you open
what
like a
happened
soda
last time?
Where's my notebook? Where do we start? I think we just started with, like...
Starting the shard. The town of shards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I started talking to Abigail about some stuff.
It was a shorter session, so...
Yeah, it was a much shorter session.
Not as short as today it's gonna be.
Chat with Abigail about some things. She gave me directions on stuff to look for. But, more importantly, Fia went to talk to Corvin, which we were debating back and forth on if it was Corvin or something else. But we determined it was
Corvus, I think. Or was,
Corvus,
Yeah.
Corvin.
We've made it perfectly clear. We've laid down a definitive statement.
The Brood
It's all
Lord.
good.
There you go. Isn't that a
You
thing?
can call him
Good
the
Lord
Malphite.
actually fits. Yeah, let's just call him that, yeah.
You can call him Murder Lord.
Well,
I think it fits.
either one, in my opinion. He doesn't have enough belts, though. Close the door. So, she goes talk to him, and he gives her instructions on how to do things by shooting feathers around her, not directly at her. It's a very notable little detail.
No, he's technically attacking the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
If you happen to be in the way of that, then
Whoops.
that's their fault.
You took a
Yeah,
bullet
well, I
from
seem to
the earth.
remember. Yeah. Well, didn't he get her on the arse or something at one point, I think?
Yep, it bounced off a
He
wall.
apologized.
Straight in the butt.
Yeah.
And he genuinely meant it. Because, spoiler alert, he may or may not have a thing for Fia. And Fia's reaction was just like, oh
That's
god,
crazy.
no.
That's crazy.
Which, by the way, only afterwards, after he gave you a feather to contact him, did I realize, oh, he just basically gave you his number.
Congrats.
I know, so I think, yeah, there we go. So I think I only realized afterwards, I was like, shit, I should ask if there's like some form of payment or something required for this.
I can't think of a joke fast enough.
Yeah.
Anyways, oh, he got Rose's assistance to attack Fia at one point, and then you rolled like a d10 and got a 10, so your AC was fucking like 30. I was like, okay, I
That's
physically
great.
cannot hit her. As much as I goddamn tried, I couldn't touch her.
Uh-huh.
But anyways, that was most of the session, was just like training kind of stuff. Fia helped him put stuff back after they brought it over for like training and everything. And on the way back is when she realized, oh hey, uh-oh.
Yeah, very much. Just, oh shit.
Rose waited for them to get back and got her that lock and gave her a noogie. I remember that. I wrote that in my notes because I liked it.
Yeah.
And he inquired where we're going. We kind of didn't say because, hello, he tried to kill us. Well, capture us, but we don't really know the difference at the current moment. I don't think it was ever clarified.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Continuing on from there, after we came back into the room, the main room that everyone was in, I believe it was
Basically City Hall.
Yeah, I think it was Ruhan. Well, Venedis was there, so I'm 99% confident she also saw. Yeah, because she dispelled it. But I think Ruhan also saw that there was like a Watcher eye sensor thing floating above Rose.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost
and then it was,
sight, baby!
yee, and it was very quickly dispatched. We don't know exactly how long it was there, which is
The limitations of... It wasn't there that long, I
I
assume.
figure.
Because, like... a scry can only be within up to 10 feet of the target scrying.
Mm.
But Ruhan has a ghost sight of 30 feet. So, like, there's no possible... Unless you guys are, like, 50, 60 feet away from him, like, there's no possible way it wouldn't be within his line of sight in a room instantly.
Right.
So
So
you
what we
basically
do-
caught it as soon as it came up.
Yeah, which is good. God, I'm so glad you went and got that crazy eye. That's choice. It's so good for
You
this
know,
section.
just
It's really paid
Just-
off, yeah.
It really has.
just sell your other eye. To be fair, that
Just
was
rip out
first.
the other one. Yeah. Which, actually, this is something I brought up with O the other day. When, remember the name, Casimir fixed his arm. It was just like, oh, if he still had the eye, he probably would have just fixed the eye as well. but he wouldn't have the.
Well, yeah, they were both
kind of the curse was intertwined. With
he treated the source, not just the symptom.
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's kind of better still that you ripped out your goddamn eye, because otherwise you just like have a working eye. Now you have a cool working eye that detects like evil things. Well, spying things.
And to detect evil things, it just sees invisible stuff.
Yeah, it sees invisible stuff. That's a better way to put it. Anyways,
and technically ghosts, which are invisible. Anyways.
Venedis dispelled it. She also gave us a crate full of supplies, which we never technically distributed. This is kind of...
Yeah, it's still there. It's like right there in the Wayfarer's shop. So we can talk about that in a moment.
Yeah, it's not that far. Speaking of which, there is a
trace. Oh, is that the one in Manila, Philippines?
Oh, I remember that. It had like really interesting.
Yeah, I saw it on Netflix. It looks okay.
It's pretty good. I would recommend it. The end kind of gets sort of away from them, but
how long is it?
Like 8 episodes, maybe.
Oh, okay, like Castlevania.
That's an after.
I'm always a fan of I saw it last night. Not watched it, but like I saw it on Netflix last night. And I'm just like, ooh, contemporary urban horror. You know what I like. So
yeah, I would strongly. Very good, but yeah. So after that, we did hear like a ripping sound.
Yes.
In reality,
that even Catalina noted like that is weird for the Feywilds, and she kind of wanted to observe it but keep a distance, and then we would determine.
It's not weird to hear sounds like that in the Feywilds necessarily, depending on where you are, but that's a catch. Despite how chaotic the Feywilds is, everything has its place. This was out of place, which is what makes it weird.
That's a much better way to put it. Oh, there was also Reyes woke up, apparently having some type of nightmare.
You could say that.
Nightmare, dream, vision. I don't particularly know. We haven't talked to him about it. And him and Ruhan talked to the Reformed Lady about kind of immortality, and like motives and what you want to do in life. And it was a very deep conversation for a minute. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm sure nothing will come of that conversation. No,
nothing at all. No.
Nothing at all.
Wow, crazy myth.
Reactions to your actions in D&D? Impossible, dude.
What? Your actions have consequences?
Crazy. That's like Newton's law of D&D. That's impossible, dude.
Newton's law. Anyways, that's about it. Yeah, like you said, it was a short session. We didn't do a ton. Well, we did stuff, but yeah, that's it. We just did stuff. Photographer captured a tiny umbrella. I'm gonna cry. Behind the consequences of my actions.
That is an adorable owl.
Yeah. Rose never ended up taking a long rest, so she's taking one now. So we're gonna like wait, hopefully, for a little bit while she catches a nap.
Yeah.
And by a nap, I mean extended sleep.
Yeah, you gotta take 6 hour minimum.
Which I imagine is pretty much just her face down on a pillow for 6 hours.
Yeah. So, between 2 separate instances of long rest, you guys are essentially at least in 12 hours of any 24-hour effects you have. So, the Hero's Feast, the tea for you, Race, stuff like that. You guys, and that's without travel time.
I think How long do we spend in the house though? Because I think Race is like.
You guys are there for a few hours.
Okay.
So that would thusly be 16 hours without travel time. I'll say you guys have been traveling for 4 hours, so 20 hours. So you guys have a few hours left.
Okay.
Yeah, I unchecked the tea because I wasn't sure how long I had left on.
You should still have a few hours. Maybe like 30-some minutes less than the Hero's Feast, but still, like, it's still in the same rough ballpark of a few hours. And I'll just combine them together for simplicity's sake.
Fair enough.
Okay.
But also,
instead of having
Hero's
to track
Feast.
2 separate timers.
Hero's Feast came in clutch when talking to Hill Giant. That was so good. Man, I wish I was better at names. It started with a B, and it was similar to the boar. Or, no, G. Grobor and Grobon. There it is.
There
you go. Simple naming conventions.
Yeah. very fitting for them. But anyways.
So, anything else?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Well, I can remember.
Alrighty. So let's change up the music.
Can we not?
Oh, excuse me.
Is there an option to not change the music and just keep it nice and calm?
I mean, the one I'm playing on is nice and calm,
Okay, that's good.
more or less. So,
Ow.
you guys are. We pick up right where we left off. Vandus has departed, thy restored lady. And you guys have a crate of supplies, provisions, potions, scrolls, etc., etc., etc. Other than that, you guys are basically waiting, or I'll fast forward a bit. I won't have us waiting around, waiting for Rose to finish the long rest. We'll pick up at a few hours later. Where you guys are ready to head out. But in the meantime, I am curious about how this got split up.
Yeah, I was wondering that as well.
Yeah. Secondly, did anyone do anything? Okay, let's assume you have like a 4-hour span to do whatever. I assume Ruhan is pretty busy in the book, but you're free to do other stuff. But yeah, what are the rest of you doing while Rose grabbing a military nap?
Well, the only thing I can think of is... Oh, you go first.
Oh, no. Please, go ahead.
Do it.
Do it. Sedate demands it. Only thing I do is this feather. Oh!
Hey. I was wondering why you're...
Oh, hi.
Turn that shit off, yo. How did you even do
just
that?
look at my ceiling. Yeah, why is that?
It's a lovely
I
ceiling.
like the blue.
It's a
She wears
lovely
glasses.
ceiling.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy my double chin.
Oh my god.
Nice glasses, nerd.
Oh my god, so
Wait, don't you wear glasses?
No.
I do.
doesn't.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice glasses.
Yeah, my elbow. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, sorry about that.
Okay,
I've done
well,
this so many times. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
Hope
it
you
happens.
enjoy the underside of my chin.
Anyways,
It's a learning
Anyways,
experience. Don't touch that button.
Oh yeah, I'm sticking my. I'm just gonna stick it there. That'll do. Out of reach of my elbow. Yeah. I'll try to find out if this feather has like any form of payment required when I try and summon the Edgelord, I guess.
do you have the identify spell? I don't imagine you do, but I don't know.
No.
Just-
I don't remember
Does
any of
Varys
the spell
have
list.
Revivify?
He does.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not sure if he has.
Doesn't that have similar? Is that detect magic?
He has identify, but he doesn't have it prepared.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'll switch out something for. I'll switch out something for him.
I have it prepared though.
Oh, you have
that's
it prepared. Never mind then.
Yeah.
Hello, dear friend. Please tell me what this feather does, so I don't have to go up and ask him.
Mr. Driggin.
No, Revivify,
So-
not.
Oh, revivify. Oh,
Yeah.
no, okay. I could tick off some because honestly, identify might come in handy pretty often here. I still need to redo some whatever. I'll trade out blur for identify. He doesn't ever really use blur. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. But another thing I just realized I gotta do is, yeah, by the new rules of Augmenter, you can only have one augment active on you at a time, unless you're the Augmenter at a medium level tier. I think so far he has himself on defensive. Damn, feels nat 20, man. He has himself on defensive, Abigail defensive, and
Damn, they rolled a
Ruhan
19.
on defensive.
Look at these numbers.
defensive is a bit different now. He can now spend his reaction to increase the AC, but doing so causes the AC bonus to go away until his next turn, until the beginning of Varric's next turn. So augmenters suddenly have a lot more utilities. They're like action options,
So it has
which
a
I think
passive,
makes it a bit more fun.
So as a passive,
As a
bonus,
passive
but
plus
as a reaction,
3.
you can boost it.
Yes, or as a passive plus 2, but he can increase it by another 4, so he can make it plus 6.
Oh, so
but the
kind of
catch
like
is doing so. The catch is doing so drops the first plus 2 until the beginning of Varric's next turn.
So it's kind of like the War Wizard kind of ability.
Yes, actually, it is quite like that. It is. That's where I drew one of the precedents from.
Nice, nice.
So yeah. So I think it'll make it. I think it'll make Play Augmenter a bit more dynamic because you can now tactically time increases and such like that. So yeah. So Ruhan himself and Abigail have the defensive augment, unless you guys think you guys are good to get. I'll switch out of Abigail's. I don't think Abigail needs it. No, not for Big Sister round.
Yeah. Oh, it's only if you could cast invisibility on yourself, it would also affect Witch Stalker. If you drink it, it doesn't do anything. Is that correct?
Correct, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's why you need to.
So Scroll, presuming he could actually cast it, which he can't, would work.
Right. I'm gonna slap regenerative on Raze.
Smart.
Nice.
Anyone have problems with that listing?
Oh, let's see.
Seems pretty
It's
even.
in way first. There's yep.
Yeah,
But that's
no
right.
problem.
You still have that. You have the tab. Actually, I forgot about that.
We got the Divine Lunchable BB. Which one mixes this out? It's greater. Okay. Go what?
All right, everyone, mark whatever respective shit you're getting, if there are no disagreements.
Excuse me.
Speak now, or forever hold your peace.
Okay. So the second set of Manics is the Greater Manics, right? Because
I'm
there's two
assuming
different
so.
Manics. There's like 6 regular ones.
I'm assuming so because you only have 3 graders. So
yeah, it's going to 3 people. Yeah, no, I am totally chill with this. This is pretty just evenly distributed. There you go.
Yeah, you can't cuck people out of their fucking shit when when they're hearing stuff.
Cop, look at you.
Alright, I swapped some prepared spells around.
That's how you spell that word. I think... Yeah, there's a handout for the scroll.
Alternative all of them go in the back. Shit, you're right.
Actually, right? You're right. Oh, there's a scroll. There it is. Oh.
Da, 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 da.
Hey, Rose has a back. She's not against it. She's not against it. But yeah.
Come at Kami-san.
These potions afford the motherland.
And then 2 superiors.
Why can't I spell?
English is optional. Don't worry about it.
Serve the Soviet.
Oh, scroll.
Comrade, Kami-san. Comrade, Kami-san. Comrade, Kami-san. Comrade, Kami-san. Repeat 8 billion times. Not 8 billion.
5, 7.
Probably a couple million. Actually, no. This is pre or post Stalingrad. Who knows?
It could be either. They look the same.
Yeah, but there'd be a lot less of those post Stalingrad.
Sure.
So,
Alright, so you're napping. Hey,
easy.
can I head outside and sort of like get up high to see if we see anything moving around?
You can climb up to the tallest point in town. Probably there's a couple. There is the tower here in City Hall. It's like a bell tower. There are also the recreations of churches and temples that you could go to. They're not in town, not as well. Can't be as close as the building you're currently in, but there is that, and they're a bit closer to the in the direction, the tree line of where the sound was. If you want to be closer, or you can just climb into to City Hall and talk with Edgelord.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh no. Okay. Actually, yeah, I'll roll this. I'll see. I'll see what's our boy up to. Oh, okay.
Man,
There's only there's only 3 tiers I care about. I see.
No.
So you go to the top. You climb up to the central bell tower of City Hall. There is no edgelord. Well, there is, but there isn't. It's him as currently a murder of crows. And it's sort of weird having them all look at you in sync as, like just tracking you. Luckily, he can't talk in this form. So, you just look at each other. You just walk past him and let him continue his brooding, I guess. I don't know. And he just ignores you.
his murder.
And you go up to the top of the bell tower and look out into the distance. Roll me! I'll give you the choice. Arcana or Perception?
Oh, Perception's better, but I never get to do Arcana. And I got it at advantage.
Look
Hey,
at that.
feels storm.
Oh.
Uvar. You look out towards the direction of the sound, that dramatically loud, ripping, tearing sound. And you note that the Twilight, the Feywilds has a constant twilight skies for the most part, barring some certain regions. But over there, you do see it actually, it's like a patch, almost, of more orange or more red coloration to the sky. As well as the billows, whatever, chimneys of smoke raising up to the sky, only to dissipate by the Feywild's turbulent magical, there we go, sky. Man, I'm super tired. Whatever is out there is affecting the region, the realm, either physically, magically, or some other thing. You can actually get a decent gauge on how far it is, despite the massive amount of forestry in the way, because you're not really looking between the trees and the trunks and the branches and the canopy. You're looking at the sky. Of course, distance is a relative thing in the Feywilds if it ever decides to shift around and fuck with you, but for the time being, you can't operate on that assumption that you have to assume it is stagnant for the time being. It's about, I don't know, say a dozen miles, a dozen and a half, in between, somewhere in between. Not close, but not far in comparison. Like you guys could get there in a day's trek, especially if Catalina showed the way, the easier paths.
Okay, so we are like roughly here.
Yeah. So you guys are roughly there. You guys enter like here. The town itself is this sort of perimeter.
And where we came from?
You came from down.
Near the
there,
tax estate.
Yeah.
Okay, so here.
Yeah, and then
the event is where?
Probably something like there. In before. All right, I'm gonna do the joke now. Oh wow, it's only 70 feet away. Wow.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not in the direct path of where you guys have to go. which, you know, you guys can technically just do this. That's the thing. You guys have to go this way. It doesn't have to be this way. It could be this way. It's still heading, quote-unquote, north. But, you know, you could just go to it. You could
say, fuck it.
Do what you guys did in the in Onibaba in the Mist Forest. You guys could go in between. You can go right.
Still the worst possible option.
Oh yeah.